All right, I'm back over here working on this Fox body. Everything's all welded up. Got a bunch of the holes on the firewall and the frame rails welded. Engine bay is going to get painted pretty soon. Today I'm going to drop the Kmember, mount it up over there. And possibly bolt up the transmission. All right, I'm going to install the crankshaft pulley today, or the balancer. Put some RTV in the keyway there. And then right here I have an install tool from MAF Racing. Shout out to him, he makes some nice stuff. We'll get this put on. I got the crank pulley just sitting there in place. I'm gonna screw this in as far as I can get it to go. All right, that's on all the way. You get your 5/16 wrench and just turn it, and it'll start sucking that pulley on. You can already see it starting to slide in. Let me get you a side view here so you can see how far it's got to come in. It's right here, so it's got to push in about 1 inch. All right, it's almost there. It'll bottom out once it's all the way in. All right, that's it. Pulley's on. You can see everything lines up now. And Friday, this little shim will be here from Power by the Hour. And also, once we have a transmission bolted up, we'll put a crank bolt in it. I'm not sure if he's using a factory bolt or an ARP. This is to show you the fitment of the UPR Kmember with the ultimate headers. Everything fits pretty good. Nothing's gonna rub. And once again, the starter is pretty close to a tube, but that should be okay. We do gotta get a longer belt for over here and a new tensioner because that one's the old one. Other than that, I'm gonna build a cradle to set the motor down on top of on the floor. That way I can bolt up the transmission to it. All right, if you look, the 6R80 is wider than where the collectors are. But if you put the transmission in, if I lifted it up and set it down in there, I'd be able to get it to bolt up. Currently, I'm working on this by myself though, so that's gonna be a pain in the ass. I'm gonna try sticking a jack underneath the pan and see if I can balance it enough to get it in there, or I'll just pull a header off and slide it in from the side. But you can tell it's pretty wide at the bell housing. All right, so far the jack ID is working. I got the converter bolt lined up to go into the flywheel. I am going to cut the zip ties off of the starter to let it slide back, and then put a couple bell housing bolts in it. The starter is a bitch with these headers and these motor mounts. The polyurethane ones give you a little bit more room. So I use this little tiny 1/4 inch ratchet and a 10 millimeter. And then for the bottom bolt, this setup here worked to get it all tightened up. Okay, I got the motor just test fit in the car. Fits pretty dang good. Although I'm not a big fan of UPR products, their Kmember with ultimate headers is a pretty good match. Next, I'm gonna start working on getting the transmission crossmember mocked up, and then Anthony's gonna work on sanding the engine compartment and painting it.